What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. And we're going to talk about not Juventus Turin, but Bologna Turin because I think the media are having a laugh at this moment in time because they're linking us with Bologna, period. The only thing that's missing is probably the stadium for some reason, but we will be linked with every single player, manager, kitman, name it, from Bologna because it sells, But you also need to be realistic with everything. As goes many links, we're linked with half of Atletico's team. We've been linked with Vicino and all those things. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit. But before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and let's jump straight into the Bologna Turin video. Okay, so as I said in the intro, Bologna Turin, because the links it's getting out of hand. The update, Romano talked about Motta and he said, there is a great possibility that Giuntoli will pull the plug on Allegri because he is not satisfied with how things are going and actually how things have gone the last 3 years, and he thinks potentially it's time to move in a different direction, and Thiago Motta is the main candidate, and Thiago Motta is very open to take on that job. But we knew that, we knew that if Allegri were supposed to leave in any way, shape, or form, Thiago Motta is the main candidate. Like, that's not, how do you want to call it? Like, there wouldn't be a surprise. It's not a secret. It's very obvious and it's very clear who the main target will be. Should he replace should he usually wanted, to replace Allegri in the summer. But that makes it very easy for the media to link us with everybody. Ferguson, Zirkzee, Calafiori, Orsolini. I saw Orsolini links, if Chiesa leaves and if Sule gets all, like, it's very easy to make all those links now. You need to be realistic, Are we in for Calafiori? Yeah, 100%, because he's versatile at the back, He's very versatile at the back. And then if you want to play back four, Motta talked about Calafiori. I'm not going to talk about that now because nor Motta, no Calafiori is our player, nor are we in a transfer window, but he talked about it. So it makes sense. Ferguson having a good season, playing very well. Like, it makes sense age-wise, transfer fee-wise, wages, all those things, they make a lot of sense. But it's very easy for the media now to get caught up into oh, it's Thiago Motta. That means they want Ferguson. That means they want Zirkzee, and that means they want Calafiori, and the list goes on basically. But you need to just sit back and relax, because the reality is that Allegri is still the coach from now until the end of the season. That's the reality. The reality is that Bologna are 6 points behind us. 6 points. That's it. The reality is that we only have a 10-point advantage on Roma. And I say only because our schedule is brutal. It's tough. Considering when we drop points against the teams, we drop points. The schedule is it's very tough. I'm not gonna lie, the schedule is crazy. So it's not a given. We can be 10 points now. By the end of the month, the 10 points can be 5 or 4. Very easy, very quickly. Like, it can flip so soon. We need to be careful. So the focus for the team and Allegri should be winning games, because we need that Champions League money for the following seasons. We need to finish in the top 4, and it shouldn't be up for debate, but it is debate. And even 10 points, it sounds ridiculous, but we haven't won. We've won 1 game out of 6, and that was in the last second from a corner. That's it. That's the only game we won. So the proof is out there that we cannot win games at this moment in time. We're not good at winning games. But like I said, it's very, like, we talk about these things because we need to talk about these things. Thiago Motta, is Allegri's time up and all and like the daily stuff basically. But you cannot get caught up in the media. Like, we can discuss names, but you don't need to take everything to the bank. Oh, we've been linked with Vicino from Lazio, Bonaventura again, Felipe Anderson. Like, I refuse to believe that Giuntoli is looking at those names. Yes, we want experience, but that's not experience. That's bringing in dinosaurs, Like experience can also mean a different thing. You know, you don't need to do that. I refuse to believe that Juntuli wants to spend money on that. I really do. So you can look at it, you can be stunned about it, you can be very angry about it, you can be very confused about it, but you also need to sit back and you're like, okay, it's the start of March. Allegri's still here. We're still in a lot of games to play, 11 games to play. Top four is not secured, which is crazy, but it is a fact. There's still the Coppa semi-final. I don't think Giuntoli's sitting there and he's like, I had talks with Ferguson, Calafiori, and Vici. Like, it's too much. Like, I think we are looking at a lot of these players, but we've been looking at these players for years sometimes, you know, from the summer. So it's now just very easy for the media just to spam all those things and make it look like, oh, we're in talks every single day for a new player. That's just not the case. You know, that's not the case. The focus at the end of the day should still be for the players, for the team to get into the top four without an issue, you know, not match day 2 and you need to go away to Bologna and you cannot lose or you're screwed. Like that cannot be the case. If it's 10 points now with 11 games, like you need to wrap it up with 5 games to go. You should have wrapped it up by then. You know, with 5 games to go, it should be done because we're gonna drop points, but so are Roma and so are Bologna and so are Atalanta. They're all gonna drop points. I just have a feeling, looking at the schedule, we will be dropping more points, but you have that buffer. So you need to be able to just win enough at this moment in time. You know, just win enough games. It's 11 games. It's 10 points. So if you win 6, you know, out of the 11, that shouldn't be that much of a big ask. You know, winning 6 out of your last 11. I know we won 1 out of our last 6. However, you need to turn it around. You need to win at least 6 out of the last 11, which leaves up 15 points up for grabs. Point here and there. The other ones are going to drop points. That should be enough because you play Cagliari, you should be beating that. Monza on the last day, but you play Genoa as well. You play Fiorentina at home. Like, yeah, I make it sound easy, but like, it's not easy, but still, you need to manage to do that, you know. And then the focus should be, okay, now it's this. Now we want Thiago Motta or whatever. Now we sit down and tell Allegri, okay, it's over. Now we actually pick up talks with Ferguson and all those things. But also, it's a Euros. So transfers will not be done very soon. A lot of agents will just sit back and they're like, let's see what my player does at the Euro. Or even if my player is not at the Euro, that type of season, let me see what other players very similar to him in the same category do at the Euros. What are they the man? Like clubs will do the same thing. They're like, man, my player is not at the Euros, but he's as good as a player who is at the Euros, who potentially will get a move. Let's see for how much money he will go, and then we will start talks. So it's going to be a very long summer, but the focus still should be getting to the top 4 without any problems, which, again, it looks like there will be problems, and win the damn Coppa Italia. That should be the focus also for the club at this moment in time. You know, the main focus, you know. But it's not going to be like that for the media. We know that. They're going to spam everything, and we will talk about it. You know, we know that. We know how it works. But the focus from the club players should be on that. You know, short term. You know, it's March, halfway through April. It should be like, okay, it's a wrap, and you're in the Coppa semi-final. That should be the case. But let me know. Let's see, excuse me. And let me know what you think of all the news. I think it's very easy to just put everything out there. We want this, and we want an entire Bologna team. So it's very easy. We need to be careful with that, but we know how it works. That's it for me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Ciao.